Did you guys have to kind of mend some fences or soothe some egos among y'all in terms of rebuilding chemistry and togetherness?
Yeah, definitely. And then one of the things to help us build chemistry is the summer challenge that Coach Fleur made a couple years ago. So beginning of the summer, we'll have 18 captains, and we draft, guys. And we go every Wednesday and do home run derby, beach volleyball, bowling. Certain things where guys are competing with each other and just building chemistry like that. I think the players on this team are much closer this year than last year. There probably was a little divide, maybe not offense, defense, but 100 guys in the locker room aren't always going to get along together. But I think more so this year we've focused on that, and guys actually caring about each other and not just saying it but actually meaning it. And I think I've definitely seen a change in that.
Now, 2012, you guys won 8 games. 2 years ago, you won 7. Last year, you won 6. Can you guys stop? Is this the year you guys stop that slide and kind of go back up the other way again? I guess.
Our goal is to win the ACC championship. So that's what we want to do. And to get to the ACC championship, you got to win more than 6 games. So
how was it manifest that you were lacking leadership? How was it manifest?
Because there was just no leadership.
So team will just look around at each other, or you were disorganized, or arguing?
I'd say a little bit of everything. Yeah.
Part of that has to do with the fact that you guys struggled some too.
Right.
Some losses now.
Right. Yeah. When you're losing, things are always worse than they actually are. So, especially after a loss, pointing fingers and things like that. So I think winning solves everything.
One of the things a lot of kids on the recruiting trail are saying that intrigued them about this program is that with the new changes made on the defensive staff, especially someone like Coach Chizik coming to this program after 3 years of 8, 7, 6 wins, they all say that it's the vision. They see a new vision in the program, which is kind of rare when the head coach is going to his 4th year. You've been here for a while. Do you sense something new and different as far as the vision and just kind of the trajectory of where things are right now, where they're going?
Yeah, the vision of the defense for sure. But, Chizik is impacting the offense as well. I'll see him talking to Marquise. He's teaching him stuff too because he was a head coach at one point, so he knows how to run a whole team. So he's kind of re-energized the offense as well. They're more supportive of us and picking us up, and the vision that Chizik has instilled in us is definitely something that we're excited about.
It affects the entire program.
Exactly.
So it sounds like you're saying it's not just the hype of a big name like Chizik. He's doing real work.
Oh yeah, definitely. He came in right away and got to work. I can't say enough good things about what he's done in the past 5 or 6 months.
There was a lot of talk from the outside, but even you as players, y'all appreciate that big name coming in?
Yeah, definitely. His background just speaks for himself. So. And we all know that. In today's world, there's so much social media and all the things that are being said that we know what he's done, and we want to do that at UNC.
How much Auburn and maybe Texas film have you guys been looking at as you're learning the defense? As he came in, is he showing you some of this is how I want it done? Looking at some of the stuff in the Auburn defense, or during the summer, obviously you guys are watching a lot of films, going over your assignments and things like this. How much of his pass stops are you guys looking at to see what you're sort of learn how to do this?
Initially, before spring ball started, we would watch Nebraska, Texas, and Auburn. But once we got our own stuff on film, now we're mostly watching our stuff like we did in the spring. But prior to spring ball, we did watch a lot. And then type drills that they ran at practice, they would show us videotapes of that. And then, so we did watch a fair amount.
You and some of the other defensive players in spring talked about how simplified things were now, the terminology, the term a day, as opposed to before. How much simpler was it in the off season preparing for what you guys are going into?
Yeah, it's huge. So with our new call system, we'll have, it's usually 3 terms with the first word being the D line, the second word linebackers, and third word the safety. So everything's simplified. The things we're doing, like slanting wise defense, like the D line. So we're not doing this like whole line movements where they're starting in the B gap, going to the A, starting the A, going to the B. Like we're not doing all that anymore. Playing just gap football and trying to keep offensive linemen off the linebackers and let the linebackers run free and make tackles.
Are you more built playing a 4-3, you personally, than a 4-2-5?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I'm surrounded. I got 4 guys in front of me, one to the right, one to the left. So, I personally like it better. And I think I've definitely, my spring this year I feel like I'm a way better player than I was in the fall.
Why?
First and foremost, I'm smarter, I'm stronger, I'm more experienced, and I know I have to have a big year and break out. So it's time.
You mentioned smarter, just not having to guess and guess wrong, like you guys did sometimes last year. The other guys have said that too. Does that by itself make you, as a group, smarter?
No, I'm smarter because of how I understand the offenses now. So Coach JP taught me a lot that, first down, we diagnose the formation, what plays they could run from the formation, looking at the tailback, the depth of the tailback, whether it's going to be stretch or read zone and things like that. So just basically looking at the offense and going through it, processing in my head what's going to happen. Third down, what they like to do, down in distance, 1st and 10, are they a running team? Or are they, what are they doing? So he's taught me to analyze, the game more. So pre-snap, I'm thinking more, communicating more than just, okay, it's first down, let's play football.
Jeff, I heard you talk about it. You talked about the divide maybe last year in the locker room or whatever. How much of that was guys not having confidence? Say maybe the defensive staff, a lot of guys didn't buy into the system. Now with Chiswick, you can't really say I don't buy in with the coaches now. It's just the proven guy. How much of that was going on last year? And where is that this year? I would assume it's eliminated as far this year.
Definitely. I just don't think the connection between us and the old defensive staff was great. I don't want to knock them or anything, but Vic was successful previously before he came to UNC. So I just don't think our personalities gel well together, and the scheme I don't think is really fit for some of the guys we have. I think.
Marquise talked about guys react differently to different styles of coaching.
Right.
Coach Chisholm's a little more positive.
Right, definitely.
Vic, at least when he talked to us, was
right.
How was that bit different?
Yeah.
It's always nice to hear good things.
Yeah. No, Chiswick is definitely, he's always positive. Because, that's the way you got to coach and approach. If you want someone to respect you, this is his big thing. If you want respect, then you gotta act like a man and he'll treat you like a man. If he wants to respect you, you have to respect him back. So it's a two-way street. He's positive. All the other coaches are positive, so it's been good.
Was that disconnect with the staff something that grew as the season went on and some of the results that you guys turned in became a reality?
Definitely. I think definitely after the ECU game and Clemson that maybe guys were questioning the scheme and questioning the play call and questioning why we did certain things. Definitely there was a disconnect between us and the coaches at times. I'm not saying that's the main reason why, because we did miss a bunch of tackles. We did blow a bunch of coverages. We did not rush the passer well enough. So there's a lot of things that went wrong.
Vic talked with us. He was good in terms of having a one-liner and that kind of thing, but it would leave us depressed.
Right.
At times a little bit. How was he with you guys in terms of trying to keep you guys up? Was that part of the issue?
I think as the season went on, it gradually, kind of faded away, and wasn't as positive as he needed to be, especially when we were not playing as well. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say.
Did you ever see any of the interviews that he did with us?
No, I don't watch any of that stuff.
Did you feel like the staff was, as the season went on, groping for answers? I mean, did you all feel like we need some answers here and we're not getting?
Yeah, I think we all were, even the players. You know, as the course of the season went on, we would do different things in practice. We would do our inside run drills and team drills right at the beginning of practice because we were starting slow in the games. So we would do our most physical, our most hard-working drills first, and then save the special teams and individual drills for later. So we tried to change things up throughout the course of the season, and we just couldn't find something that worked.